because that is the clip. Number 1, on various dates between 4th July 2023 and 9th July 2023, the governor grossly violated provisions of Article 10, 73 and 75 of the Constitution and sections 29 and 34 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 by number A, overseeing misappropriation of funds raised for the victims of horrendous Londiani Junction accident tragedy, in which over Kenya shillings 9 million of public raised funds were lost. Number B, redacting on his undertaking to implement the report of the County Assembly's ad hoc committee formed to probe the misappropriation of funds meant for the victims of the accident. There is evidence that the governor filed a suit and or supported this suit by those implicated in the report of the County Assembly's ad hoc committee. So, committee in Kericho, ELCR code petition number E006 of 2023. That is Dr. Wesley Bor and 5 others versus the governor, the county government of Kericho and others. And Kericho ELCR petition number E014 of 2023. That is Victor Tum and others versus the Kericho, the governor, Kericho County government and others. Number C, being personally and directly complicit in the flawed award of direct tenders for the service providers during the fundraiser and requiem mass of the victims of the accident. Number D, the county governor has in this regard committed numerous and various acts in the course of his duties that are contrary to and in violation of the Constitution and laws of Kenya. These include number 1, the authenticity of various payments made cannot be confirmed. The fact that the exact amount of money expended from the sum collected during the fundraiser points to impropriety and suggests a clear fraud on those whom the funds ought to have benefited. Roman number 2, a total of Kenya shillings 13,682,660 was collected at the fundraiser. A sum of Kenya shillings 423,000 was purportedly expended as pastors' facilitation, transport fund, field preparation, lunches and refreshments, printing, publishing and radio announcements. Other payments that were approved from the fund were the Kericho County Referral Hospital, Kenya shillings 2,037,524, Londiani Hospital, Kenya shillings 1,534,190, Supertrix Limited, Kenya shillings 2,945,000, Supershine Limited, Kenya shillings 411,000, Grace Hotel, Kenya shillings 100,000, County Commissioners Fuel, Kenya shillings 300,000, etc. Number 3, that when Kenyans from all walks of life voluntarily made contributions to aid the victims of the tragedy, it was never intended or anticipated that the funds would be misappropriated with the blessings of the governor, who had a higher calling to ensure the money is accounted for to the last coin, and whom the people bestowed their trust. Roman number 4, the governor issued contradictory statements insofar as the use of the fund is concerned. The contradictory statements point to his being complicit in the manner. Roman number 5, while the governor is on record indicating that the medical bills for all the victims would be waived and taken care of by the county government, it is not clear why had the money to be paid out from the fund collected to various public hospitals against the express and unequivocal representations of the governor. Mr. Speaker, we have the clips, and before even we play those clips, this was the most unfortunate incident that happened in July. Mr. Speaker, I know you come from Kipkelion East, and quite a number of times you pass by Londiani Junction. Mr. Speaker, look at those people who, conduct their businesses there. Those selling maize, those selling some food produces, the border fellows around that center. Mr. Speaker, these are the people who are trying to make the least out of what they sell. Think of those selling maize choma, Mr. Speaker. The much that particular person can make out of that is 10 shillings per maize cob, or I don't know what we call that, the mahindi choma. But then, Mr. Speaker, when the accident came, these are the people who could not afford even the medical bills. Mr. Speaker, the fundraiser was hurriedly done, and the members of the public gave their monies in kind. First of all, Mr. Speaker, immediately the accident happened, the former deputy president landed in the site. And I think other senior officials in this government, they even gave an amount in advance. Rigathi Gachagua himself gave Kenya shillings 2 million the same day. Mr. Speaker, it is unheard of for the county government led by the governor, Dr. Eric Mutahi, to misuse those monies that were meant to benefit the victims of that accident. I want to play the videos, Mr. Speaker, beginning with when the whistleblower came on board. That is when Engineer Fred Kirui raised the issue of misuse of those funds. Mr. Speaker, you formed another committee that was chaired by one Honorable Moses Rotich, the MCA representing, and it came as a result of a statement from the Honorable Vincent Korir. Mr. Speaker, when you formed the other committee, the governor called a press conference right in front of his office. And Mr. Speaker, the governor committed that he was going to act on the report. I want you to play that video shortly.
Circulating around to the interest that money was lost in the process. Some other families have not received the money. I've been able to reach out to the committee which was concerned, and out of it be able to understand what exactly transpired, because just like any other person.
Mr. Speaker, that is when the governor came out, immediately formed the other committee after the statement was raised. In fact, there is a common phrase, Mr. Speaker, where the governor claimed in our local language, mangetu chito, meaning he was not going to spare anyone who was accused of stealing the fund. Mr. Speaker, I want you to play the next clip when now the report of the committee that was looking into the fictitious payments from the kitty. And we will have two clips. There is one clip where the governor claims he was going to foot all the bills, the medical bills, the tent, and any other cost by the county government of Kericho. And the money raised from the fundraiser was only meant to be shared among the victims of the Londiani accident. I want you to play that clip where the governor now called a press conference calling the committee led by the Honorable Moses Rotich a funeral committee.
I must admit that having looked the committee, I have directed the committee that as of Wednesday last week, I have directed them to pay all the money. However, the committee indicates to me that the checkbook that they were supposed to use in payment of the victims were in the hands of the funeral committee. Sorry, the other committee, but again is a funeral committee because it was looking into the mother's funeral. So the funeral committee of the assembly had the checkbook and they were not able to disperse the money. And now that the funeral committee has finished their work, I request them to provide the check because
Mr. Speaker, if I had an opportunity to play the entire clip, because we were able to pick that one because of time, Mr. Speaker, the governor even went an extra mile and said that my hands are tied. You know, there are officers in this county government who are accused of mishandling that money. And one of the recommendations from the committee was that they be disciplined. Disciplining them means either they was going to be surcharged or made to repay the money that were paid to them. The governor came before the members of the public and said, I have no powers to discipline the chief officers and other officers who are mentioned. Mr. Speaker, I'm talking about the governor who contradicts himself in so many occasions. And number two, this is a governor who demeans a honorable committee that was looking into issues of the victims of Londiani accident. Mr. Speaker, calling the other committee that was looking into Londiani accident compensation a funeral committee is something that, Mr. Speaker, I'm worried. Because one, that act alone amounts to violation of Article 10 of the Constitution. And Mr. Speaker, that is why I still insist before this House, Your Excellency, there is no choice, but when the time comes for us to vote, you need to exit this county, Mr. Speaker. I mean, the governor has to, the governor has to go. And Mr. Speaker, let me read number E. By his acts of omission and commission, the governor has grossly violated Article 75 of the Constitution, which demands that a state officer shall, whether in public or private, behave in a manner that avoids conflicts of interest between personal interest and the public or official interest, or compromises public interest in favor of personal interest. Number F, by overseeing the misappropriation of the funds aimed at assisting victims of the accident, the governor violated Article 73(2), which demands from him selfless service based solely on public interest, demonstrated by honesty in execution of his duties, accountability to the public, A, Roman 2 and 3 of the Constitution, which demands that he at all times demonstrate respect to the people and brings honor and dignity to the office he holds. Number H, by allowing himself and senior officials close to him to benefit from the funds, the governor violated Article 76(2)(b) of the Constitution, which prohibits a state officer from accepting a benefit in circumstances that compromise the integrity of the state officer. Number I, by failing to ensure that decision-making in the executive office of the county governor are not influenced by corruption, nepotism, and other callous improper motives, the governor has failed to exercise objectivity and impartiality, thus violating Article 73(2)(b) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Evidence of the governor's engagement, connivance, and complicity in the acts of misappropriating and or abetting misappropriation of publicly raised funds is to be found in Roman number 1, the report on the investigation of Londiani accident victims fundraising held on 4th July 2024, KCA exhibit number 10, which is, the report is here, Mr. Speaker. Roman number 2, affidavits filed by the governor in Kericho ELCR petition number E014 of 2023, KCA exhibit number 11, and video clips numbered KCA